Hey everyone, Retro John here. Today I am going to be taking a look at the DC Multiverse Batman Earth Minus 32, also known as Dawnbreaker. This is my second DC Multiverse McFarlane figure. If you remember, I did a review on Azrael in a previous video. But this I absolutely had to get because I'm a huge Green Lantern fan. And this being basically the evil Green Lantern in that Batman Metals universe, I had to pick him up. So let's go ahead and take a look at the packaging real quick, and then we'll open him up and take a look at the figure inside. So first off, we have our DC Multiverse logo, along with Batman it is. We have the figure clearly displayed right here in the case, in the box. It does show that we have 22 points of articulation, and it's from McFarlane Toys. Bring that sucker over to the back. We got a nice picture here. This is actually the cover of the Dark Knight's Metal comic that he was actually in. And of course, then we have a list of figures in this line. We have the Gal Gadot movie Wonder Woman, both versions in and out of armor. Let's see, we have a Batman White Knight. We've got the Joker from the White Knight down here. And of course there's that Azrael figure that I took a look at in a previous video. So let's go ahead and take a look at the figure inside the packaging. Okay, so here is our Dawnbreaker Batman out of the packaging. And I love him. I think he's absolutely fantastic. Let's go ahead and go over all the articulation on the guy first, and we'll go over all the details. First off, his head is on a ball joint, so it can do a nice little head motion there. Can look left or right, up and down. However, we do have these cords here. They're attached to the shoulder pad that may or may not hinder the articulation depending on the movement you're wanting to do. His arms do go out pretty darn far. They do go up and down. There is swivel at the bicep. There is a double elbow joint, which is awesome. We do have swivel at the wrists, as well as bend at the wrist. This one bends up and down. This one actually bends, there we go. So these are pretty good articulation there on the wrists. His torso does turn. There's a little bit of articulation right in here as well. Not so much twisting, but it can move from side to side slightly. His legs go out about far. They go out not very far, but there is articulation here at the thigh. We have double knee bends, very tight. We do not have swivel in the boot cut anywhere, but we do have swivel in the ankles. They will go up and down, and they are on a ball joint, so they're very, very articulated. So all in all, pretty damn cool articulation-wise. Now let's go ahead and go over all the details, because this guy is full of them. So he's Batman. He's the evil Batman from Earth Minus 32. So, and his ears, of course, I don't believe they're actually supposed to be bent like that. I always hate when they're not straight. But because he's evil, it almost works. I don't know. So he has all these little intricate wires and things built into this little shoulder harness. I love the way the symbol looks on his harness. I don't know, it's hard to describe in person, and a camera doesn't really do it justice, but it's kind of like almost looks like it might be a separate piece from the sculpt and put in, and then the bat itself is sculpted in. It's absolutely lovely. I love it. It's got this metallic green. We got the metallic eyepieces here, and his goggles. And he looks kind of all like zombie-esque looking. And the wires, of course, just go in to, like, this is where his ears would probably actually be. Just overall fantastic. I love, it almost looks like a metallic black. I'm not going to lie, it really, really does. if there is such a thing. That metallic green continues over to his cuffs. Then we got this really dull, like dark green for his gloves and some other that kind of match the wires up here. So follows in here with that torso piece, and then his belt has some more of those metallic greens with the bright green. It matches the Green Lantern symbol, and overall it's fantastic. More of those metallic green in the boots, carries over down here, and I apologize, there's actually more articulation in the toes. So yeah, and then of course, oh yeah, I didn't talk about metallic silver, almost like a metallic gunmetal type silver for the belt. I don't know, overall just the sculpting on this is wonderful. The paint job is really clean. Just overall fantastic. This is a fantastic Batman figure. So we're going to go ahead and stand him up over here for now, because he does come with some accessories. First off, he does come with a collector card, much like Azrael did. And it is that cover from the comic book, which is Dark Knight's Metal. Let's see here. And I will hold this up close to the camera, so if you wish to read his bio on who Dawnbreaker is, you may do so. So pretty cool little collector there. And of course, he wouldn't be Green Lantern without a construct. And this, I'm holding it up to the light right now. It looks awesome. It's very dark but translucent green. It's a series of bats. And overall, it just looks really, really cool. Now, this is supposed to go on his arm. I've been trying to figure out exactly how this is supposed to wrap around. There's different ways I suppose you can do it. But it kind of looks like maybe this way would be the best. But it just doesn't wrap around the greatest. There we go. I can get him to stand up. So that looks pretty cool. Now, if all this wasn't cool, the figure wasn't cool, the collector card wasn't cool, the bat wasn't cool, McFarlane Toys gave us something really awesome. He gave us not only a stand, but an actual flight stand, because he is, after all, Green Lantern. So, how this will work is you'll notice it does have a peg here in case you want to stand your Green Lantern up. Like so. And he'll stand just fine. You can even use the hook to balance him. However, if you bring this down, and this, I do want to say that this seemed kind of a little like flimsy plastic. If you open this up, it doesn't open the best. You pose him just right. You could probably go ahead and get this thing wrapped around his wrist or his waist to where he's actually flying. In midair. Of course, now he's off camera. So you go, that is pretty awesome. I do. I really, really like that. But honestly, I think what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to clip him to the base. And maybe that's not how it's going to work. Now I'm curious. I didn't really fiddle with this too much before. So yeah, you can display him two different ways, and he'll look cool either way. So overall, a great figure. I absolutely love it. Dawnbreaker, I just received him from Walmart. Again, I believe he was a $20 figure. And I actually had pre-ordered him a while ago. He was delayed with no time frame for delivery. And then I get a notice yesterday that he's on his way. So that's awesome. So yeah, go ahead, check this out. Go to the website. A buddy of mine went to a Walmart here not here, but in Taylorville, Illinois, and he actually found some of these on the shelf. So they are starting to pop up. Hit that like button if you would like this video. If you'll do me a big kind, you're new to the channel or you just haven't done it yet, hit that subscribe button, please. I really appreciate it. I love it. And leave a comment down below what you think of this figure. Is this something for you? Let me know. Until next time, I'm Retro John, and I'm out.